Do you find that could be a little advantage, the Tuesday game instead of the straight through?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think having that Tuesday game rather than the straight through is definitely going to be a little better on our pitchers, our arms. We'll have that day off kind of, so that guys who maybe throw on Friday will have a chance to come back on Tuesday and give us some more innings. So I think that'll help with this weekend for sure.
So basically, I mean, you were named the opening day starter. Did you get those same kind of excited feelings that you got back then?
I mean, I think it's a little bit different now, having gotten my feet wet in the game. So I just think that I'm excited for the little bit of the role change. I think that going 5 innings on Sunday will definitely be a good step in the right direction in terms of just going the distance, having the confidence that I can do it. So I think it'll help with my start on Saturday.
Did you know Sunday that right away? Did he tell you after the game?
He told me that I would probably go 2 or 3, having thrown the day before for 1. And so going into it, I kind of had that idea of 2 or 3. But then when that game got really close there at the end, he just asked me, can you keep going? And I was in the groove, I felt good, and I just wanted to give our team a chance to win, so I went out there and gave it everything I had.
What about for this coming set? Did he, after Sunday's game, did he tell you right away you're going to be our guy next week?
It was on Monday, the next day. I came in to do my running and my arm care stuff after the weekend. That's what he told me.
What was the conversation?
It was just kind of a, hey, you're starting on Saturday. I mean, back into the rotation. He showed that you can throw 5 innings and have success against guys, because that was kind of the worry, was facing guys the 3rd time through the lineup, if I was still going to be able to have that success against them with only throwing fastball slider for the most part. But adding in that changeup, I definitely think was a big help for this past weekend and getting through the lineup a couple more times.
Coach said on Sunday he wanted to get you, he was around 75 pitches. He's hoping you can go maybe 85, 90 type of thing on Saturday. Is that the plan?
Yeah, that's the plan. I threw 75 on Sunday. It felt really good. I felt like I still had a little more to give, but we wanted to be fresh for this weekend, so we kind of shut it down, and luckily didn't even have to make that decision because we ended up walking it off that bottom half of the inning.
Is there a situation where you could maybe be a starter and then there's a game they need a closer in, like on one of your off days, you can sneak in and do it? Is that ever talked about?
I don't know if that'll be so much a thing here, just because of the fact that we play those 4 games in a row. If we had a midweek, I could see that possibly as a bullpen going in and playing, so maybe when we're on the road. But come conference, I mean, never know. I'm just going to be able to do whatever's best for the team, help us win.
Are you 100% are all the pitches where you want them to be?
Yeah, I've definitely I've gotten the feel back for the slider, which was a big thing for me going forward. It's going to definitely help. I was kind of having not as much success with it in the fall and in the spring as I have had with it, but it turned back on right as soon as the lights came on, so that's definitely going to be a big thing for me. And then the changeup I've just been developing throughout the year, and it's been a good pitch for me.
So is there an alternate approach to maybe Sunday to this Saturday, just being as a start?
No, I think that I'm just going to kind of keep the same mentality when I go out there. When I close, I just kind of have that bulldog mentality to just go out there and beat every hitter, and I don't see why I shouldn't have that same mentality from starting out the game. So I think I'm just going to go out there and keep doing what I know how to do best.
Going back to the changeup, how comfortable are you with that pitch right now? As I know you've been still been trying to develop it.
So I picked it up over the summer when I was out in the Cape from one of my teammates actually, and just through throwing it, I mean hundreds of times throughout the weeks and games and stuff like that. I feel like it's definitely one of the pitches that I have good command over now. It's something that I trust, and I'm not thinking twice about it when I throw it. So.
At what point did you feel locked in, both Saturday and Sunday? I know initially, you started letting a few guys on base, but at what point did you feel like you were really locked in those outings?
On Sunday, it was probably after that first inning that I felt locked in. I got my groove. I kind of felt out the umpire zone, and I just kind of went from there. And as soon as I started getting into the groove with the slider against the Iowa guys, it was just lights out from there.
Is it just a traditional slider or changeup? Is it a circle? What's this?
It's a traditional circle change that I've been throwing. It's got some good late life in the zone, and it definitely, I think, has good speed difference on it. So it'll definitely throw the hitters off for when I come back with a fastball or a slider.
All counts.
Yeah, all counts. I definitely trust it. I've been throwing it a lot for the past year, and so I'm pretty confident with it for this year.
kind of lift do you think that last game gave you guys, coming all the way back from 7-1 down and winning actually in the fashion that you guys did?
I think that's just a huge confidence boost for us. I think going forward, that's just going to kind of propel us throughout the year. Being able to just show that adversity that we were down by 7-1 and to be able to just come back from that just kind of shows that we're capable of doing anything. And so I think that that's definitely going to be a big step forward for us.